Hi, so I chose to describe the general structure of a neuron and the types and functions of the neuron too. So first starting off with the general structure of a neuron. So a neuron is composed of dendrites. So first of all, dendrites are connected to the cell body. And the dendrites are the things that kind of look like the wires sticking out from the sides. And those are responsible for receiving information from other dendrites. So, and then a neuron can have as many dendrites as 1,000 dendrites. And the more they have is easier to form a reaction from something. So there's only one axon opposed to the dendrites, and its function is to send the information from a neuron to the other places. At the end of the axons, there's going to be axon terminals, and that provides a signal transmission for neurotransmitters in motor movement. Neurons also have a myelin sheath kind of covering and that is causes the speed up of the transmission of neural signals. Now, the junction between the axon of one neuron to another is called a synapse. So, and then finally they have a cell body, which obviously that just contains a nucleus, and that's in the middle, kind of looks like a little sphere. Now, moving on to the types of neurons and their functions, there are 3 types of neurons. So there's sensory, motor, and interneurons. So they're responsible for receiving information from other sensory receptors within the body. After they receive the information, the impulse is then converted into electrical signals, and that is received by the central nervous system. So it's also called the CNS or whatever. And then something that sets the sensory neurons apart from the rest is that the sensory neurons are unipolar, which means they don't have any dendrites, but they have one axon. So, and then now moving on to motor neurons. These are kind of self-explanatory, kind of helps with the movement of muscles and everything in our body. So there's going to be 2 types of motor neurons. So there's an alpha motor neuron, which they're found in the spinal cord and have long dendrites that connect to the muscle fibers. And then motor neurons also have gamma motor neurons, and they supply a portion of skeletal muscles called infrafusal fibers. And then the last type of neuron is called the interneurons, and their function is the connection between axons descending from the brain and the synapses of motor neurons and axons from sensory nerves. And then the spinal cord nerves ascending to the brain, that kind of things.